Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today is brand new snapshot day for Minecraft 1.12 and things are getting a little bit crazy, as you can see from my background. Do not worry, your graphics card hasn't broken and your dad hasn't superimposed an image of his favourite shirt into this Minecraft video. These are actual blocks. Yeah, so these things right here are known as Terracotta Blocks, and they're supposed to look like mosaics, and we have got all of the different colours. So this is the white, then we have got the orange, we've got the magenta, this is light blue, this one is yellow, this one is lime, pink, that one is grey, that one's light grey, then we have cyan, purple, blue, brown, green, red, and black. And these things are actually directional, so you can place them in various different orientations to create different designs, which is actually quite cool. This is totally something that I wasn't expecting to see in Minecraft ever. Now I know for a fact that these blocks right here are going to split opinions, so I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. Now another block that was introduced in Minecraft 1.12, or at least the first snapshot of it, is the concrete powder, and also all of the concrete blocks. Now these are the solid concrete blocks, and they're essentially like brighter versions of hardened clay, which is fantastic. I think that is brilliant. And then here are all of the concrete powder blocks. Now the way that you craft concrete powder is by doing something like this, with the gravel going around like that, and then the sand right there, and in the center you place in the dye. For example, if we wanted to create light grey concrete powder, then we place the light grey dye right in the middle right there, and that will give you these blocks that look a little bit like this. Now concrete powder has two very interesting properties. Number one is that it is affected by gravity, which is one of the few blocks in the game that is affected by gravity. Much like sand and gravel, this thing falls when it is placed without a block underneath it. But arguably the most interesting property, something that we have never seen before in Minecraft, is the fact that this thing will turn into solid concrete once it is placed next to water, or at least it interacts with water. Much like real concrete in real life, the concrete powder goes into the water and then it creates the concrete that we use to create buildings and everything like that. When the concrete powder is placed or falls next to water, then it will turn into this solid block right here. And of course this solid block, it is not gravity affected, which is really quite interesting. Now that means that we can create redstone contraptions a little bit like this one. So if you want to convert large quantities of concrete powder into concrete, then you could do it manually, placing it down next to water and then breaking the block. Or you could use something that looks a little bit like this. We just hold down the right click button. As you can see, I'm placing in the concrete powder. My pistons are doing all of the work, and all of our solid concrete blocks are just being pushed across by all of these pistons and automatically placed inside this area right there. And you just saw, in about 20 seconds, I would say, of placing, we have managed to get ourselves a large quantity of the concrete blocks. Fantastic. I've had to remove my texture pack for this one because apparently the base colors for Minecraft has been changed. So things like sheep and banners will now have slightly different colors for the different dyes that you use. Now taking a look around, I think these guys right here are cyan sheep. They look pretty cool. We've got the light blue. There is a subtle tiny little change, and it's definitely improved things. Another thing that has been changed ever so slightly is the texture for wool. So beforehand, wool used to be quite a loud texture. It was really noisy. It had quite a large variation of colors inside the wool texture. Now they've sort of taken it back a notch and things look a little bit more subtle, and I really like it. It now actually makes wool a usable block inside a lot of my builds, whereas beforehand, I absolutely hated the stuff. Now I've saved the best till last here because for the final change that they have mentioned in the patch notes, you can save creative toolbars and then load them. So for example, I've got some redstone in my toolbar right here, and if I press Control 2, that will save it in the second slot. So right now I have this as slot number 1, and I have this as slot number 2. If I wanted to load slot number 1, then all I have to do is Shift 1, and there we go, we get everything from this area, and then Shift 2 will load the other one. I mean, how amazing is that? Now you can have different saved toolbars for whatever you're doing. Redstone, creative building, whatever. Incredible. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.